I looked at my YouTube channel and realized I haven't done a video in like 8 days. So I thought I'd let you guys know what I've been up to. Been doing some shop stuff, which I know you don't care about, so we'll not talk about that. Midwest DJs Live was in town. No, I didn't attend, but it's a great opportunity to meet with other DJs and industry folks after hours. So I went to dinner on Sunday night and I went to dinner on Monday night with some groups of DJs. We went to a safe house on Monday and that was interesting to say the least. I think everybody dug it though. It's a really hard place to explain to people, what it is. But once they see it, they get it. Maybe. I think everybody liked it though. They had fun. It was an interesting evening, but all in all, I think it was cool and people dug it. Also, I was going to do that workshop on Monday, the basic audio and lighting workshop. We did cancel it, and part of the reason was because we didn't really advertise it until like a week out, which was irresponsible on our part. It was supposed to be more of a local thing for basic sound and lighting techniques. Things like how to set up your mixer, how to set up your power speakers, what power speakers work well in the room you're in, the audio chain, some lighting basics, stuff like that. But the more I talked about it on social media, the more interest I got from folks who were maybe several hours away but wanted to make the trek and needed some time to prepare to do this, take off work and such. So I think we're going to restructure it, make it a one-day intensive, and maybe try to get the word out there, maybe 6 weeks to 2 months in advance, let you know we're doing it. The initial thought was to run it like any other music class they run, where they do like one a week for 4 weeks. And I said, no, let's not do that. Let's do 2 days intensive for 2 hours, so stuff is fresh in people's minds. But then after re-examining it again, like I said, if people are coming from out of town, let's do it one day and just knock it out. So that's something we're going to be talking about, and when we're ready to do this and schedule it, I will announce it. We'll do it in plenty of time this time. And if you want to come, you can come. No matter where you're from, you can come. We'll do it in one day, get you in and out of here, and hopefully you learn something. If you already know everything, don't come. But if there are some things that you feel like you could use some help with, come on. I wouldn't even tell anybody you need the help. I'll be quiet about it. I won't even take your picture if you don't want me to. But I think there's going to be something in this workshop for everybody. Whether you've been doing this for 30 years or you've been doing this for 3 months, I'm going to have something for you. So anyway, that's coming. Speaking of pictures, I found this one. It's a baby picture. I think this is probably the earliest picture of me DJing anywhere. So here's what I think is happening here. Judging on things like my hair and my weight, I know I weigh 130 pounds here. I'm really thin. And if you look really close, the blonde mustache, I can tell you that this has to be the summer of 1989. What had happened was, as I've mentioned before, I started DJing at skating rinks at 13. And then the place was sold, a new owner bought it. I didn't have a job then. When I was 17, I got a job working for a multi-op. Now, when I started working for this company, I got a lot of Saturday work, but like nothing for Friday. Fridays were light and I wasn't getting that work. So I took a job at the old skating rink that I worked at, which is what you're seeing in this picture. This is my first DJ booth, but not the first time I worked there, on Fridays. Sometime that summer, I took that job with the third owner of the skating rink. And I worked there for probably about 6 months. And I know I worked New Year's, that I remember, but I left shortly after that because I started getting a lot of Friday work from the mobile company, and they had landed this hotel lounge gig that was happening several nights a week. So if it was a slow weekend, I could go work the hotel lounge, and there was work during the week I could get as well. Things got real crazy after that. A lot of clubs, a lot of stuff happened. This is almost like the last picture of innocence here. I remember when I started working at lounges and bars and clubs, I was only 18 years old. I wasn't 19 yet. Wasn't old enough to be there. So the owner of the company used to tell me, if they ask you how old you are, Just tell them old enough and leave it at that. But, looking back, truth be told, I did handle myself really well. And they liked me. So that's how I was able to, stay in those types of establishments, which was a lot better deal than Mobiles at the time. They paid about the same because I wasn't making a lot from the multi-out, but I was making a good amount of money for just doing bars and clubs, I guess. Anyway, that's the skating rink, and that's the earliest picture of me DJing that I can find. I thought you guys might get a kick out of it. So, anyway, I'm working Safe House this weekend, both Friday and Saturday. I don't know what the schedule is for May yet. It hasn't been released yet. When it is, hopefully I'll get some promo material together for that. If you guys want to come down, come down. I think I have guests coming down Friday and Saturday this week. So I think Art wants to come on Friday, and Buddy might come on Saturday. We'll see how it goes. The weather's finally kind of breaking, but just like many other places in the country, it warms up a little bit, and then it gets cool again. That keeps happening. I think we're in the 60s tomorrow, and then it dips back down into the 50s for a few days, then goes back into the 60s. I don't know. I just live here. Hopefully we finally get some good, consistent weather. Soon. I'm looking forward to it. I need it. And in fact, whenever we have a halfway decent day, I'm outside, which is why I'm not in here shooting videos. Anyway, that's it, guys. I'll turn this camera off. Just a quick update as to what I'm up to. Questions, answers, whatever, down here in the comment section. As always, I appreciate you all so much. Practice and enjoy.